Wagwan, habari zenu, how are you? I'm okay. We are back again. Thank you so much for finding time. And in this video, which is about the GoFundMe, which was supposed to take place today. Remember, this GoFundMe was announced a week ago. Mura was to hold this GoFundMe campaign or maybe fundraising in his channel because he had told his subscribers, please make sure on Sunday, do not go to church. Do not take even the offering or tithe to church. Bring it all here. Bring it all here. We reacted upon that. Why tell people to maybe miss going to church? Don't take money to God and bring it here. Sometimes we think maybe things are just happening because they're happening. Sometimes it's because of what we say and what we do. Because God is not human. God is not human. So we can talk, we can do this, but now look now what has happened. People didn't go to church. Fundraising is not taking place, and the GoFundMe is kaput. Because remember how this thing started. You people, you've been here. Remember how this thing started. These people knew all about this issue, but they kept quiet. Okay, they were told not to share, but still, after it became public, because they were told not to share before, but after it became public, they never made it public. Still, the reactors brought it here, and then after seeing, oh, now we've been left out, they jumped into it. Then they started with the family, Uncle Mo, David Jr., they took it. And then Mura Senso came and then started. When D was doing it, at least it was not as bad as it became now, because people were contributing. She could take her time. People were contributing. But now they made it their personal thing as a family issue now. You see, there are some people who talk to Mukasa's mother, and she couldn't talk to them. But later on, it became like now these people were making other people to look bad in the eyes of Kasa's mother, because you don't even know what they were telling her. Later on, it started to fuel and things started to. So now Mura Senso came in from where he was traveling, took over again now. So it became more family thing. But to him, it was about him. He was just talking about himself. Like now, there's something which he wanted in this GoFundMe. And then now, as we speak, the GoFundMe is pulled down. Now, the mother didn't come. Even yesterday, Mura Senso told people he has talked to the mother. The other time, because these things which Mura sometimes talk about, he talks a lot, and that is why you can never tell whether he's telling the truth. There was a time he said he will bring Kasa herself to live stream, which he did not. Because if you are saying, I will bring this person, it's like now you are communicating with that person. But there is not. He's just bringing things which he has not. The reason why I'm seeing this thing not happening the way it's supposed to be, these people, they never involve the family in this GoFundMe in the beginning. Because before you start a GoFundMe, you have to understand the family. You have to tell them, we want to do this for you. But because they wanted to show their might, they started this. Not knowing the condition of the lady, not knowing the situation, what is happening. Because before you start maybe GoFundMe, you have to understand what are the things which are needed. Like now, the invoices, the hospital, all those things are needed. So when you are starting a GoFundMe, they should have maybe sat down or talk to the mother. Like now, D, who knows where the CASA say, you would have gone to Nairobi, go get the documents and have the documents with her. Or now, when she was now contacting Jamaican uncle, now she should have just sent the document. These are the documents. In case you are opening the GoFundMe, these are the things which you should use. But they just started, never sat down with the family. It was just a hearsay, because they never went there, never went there. If she wanted this thing to materialize or things to go okay without this suspicion which people have been having, she would have gone to Kasa's mother's home, take the documents with her, send the documents to Jamaican uncle. Now, when Jamaican uncle is opening the GoFundMe, already he has this document with him now. But these people, they were cursing the people this side, and they don't have documents. Knowing GoFundMe bank will not release this money without the document. The invoice is required. So now this case now, like this case of today, because that story, we know all that story. So a case like this where people didn't go to church, Mura made people to wait like 2.5 hours. Keep on scheduling an hour, then an hour, and then 30 minutes. You can imagine coming, postponing. And when he came now, he came a very hungry man. You wonder what happened on the background. What was it? Because it's like now they were talking with these people. There's something which maybe he wanted to get from this. Because you see from the expression of someone, you know there's something wrong here. Because Mura came with a condition. You know, this condition with these people like giving people. He came with a condition. You love this girl, you've been cursing the people. We love her too. But this thing was not about you, and it was not about the mothers. Okay, the mother didn't show up, but then do you cancel the GoFundMe? Do you? You don't. Maybe you would have just said, okay, the mother didn't come. Those questions maybe you are asking, don't ask me because now I waited for the mother until now I'm coming because you are waiting for me. But canceling because the mother is not there, I don't think that was okay because people came with their contribution. They wanted to contribute to this lady. At least this is something which you had already scheduled for this day. What day? Why would you tell people? Why would you cancel just because the mother is not there? All this time you've been maybe raising money. This time, have you seen the mother? Has the mother been with you? She's not been with you. So this time round, because now it's now when Mura says so, he's saying accountability is required. These are the things which you are saying accountability. Things has to be accounted for. Money has to be accounted for. So now is when he's seeing now accountability. Because you see like someone who had argued with someone, someone who was arguing with them, maybe there's a percentage which they wanted and they were told no. So now Mura Senso canceled this. Jamaican uncle also came. Later on, their auntie appeared because the mother didn't come. So the auntie appeared also. She was very hungry and visibly hungry, telling people if that is the case, then they don't want. They don't want even that GoFundMe. But already the mother had like 500,000 Kenya shillings. So she was not getting this point, I think. She was not getting. She's saying she know these people, this is her niece, but it's like she was not getting this the issue of GoFundMe. Because Jamaican uncle also said he asked for the document like invoices he has not received. Because we are human beings, we have to think and rethink. You as a mother, let's start from there. We know this thing is very sensitive. When you have a sick person, it is very sensitive. And it is not easy for maybe a mother to be okay at this time. We understand all that. But at the same time, also this money or the bill is also giving you sleepless night because you came out, you wanted 7.5 million Kenya shillings. This is also another headache. Would you not maybe solve one headache and then you remain with another headache? Because at least showing up, you show up yourself. We know people know you are not okay now because your daughter is very sick. But you have to show up because this is what is needed for you. You know, when you need something from people, you have to go down and you will leave everything and go down because you need this money. The hospital need this money. But now you not appearing, you are not giving the documents which are supposed to be given to a Jamaican uncle, and you expect people to just be okay. People have been speculating, so now people are confirming. You see, the things which people have been speculating, now they are confirming them because there's no way out now. She can come and convince people because people has to see the invoice. What is difficult giving Jamaican uncle invoice because already the disease is known. Because one would say, I don't want people maybe to know what is she's ailing from, but already people know what she's ailing from. What is the point of having these documents which are needed there for the money to be released to you? What's wrong with that? Because why would you keep documents and these documents are the access to the money which people have donated to you? What are you still waiting for? Is that a private thing also? Now is when they're saying it is private. After people have come out, people have maybe contributed this money. Now their auntie is coming angry. They need their privacy. They don't want anything. Now they don't even want the money. They don't want the GoFundMe. So you waited until now. It's now when you don't want the GoFundMe. What has happened in the back or behind the curtain? What has you talked with? Were you talking to Mura and he gave you some maybe strict conditions? Because with Mura you can never tell. Because you see Mura, you see someone who is he was very agitated and very angry, and he doesn't want to do with now that GoFundMe. This GoFundMe was not his, and he's not the one who started it. Eh? So he's not the one who started it. Contribution was going on even before these people hijacked this thing. So you see how they have ruined this thing because they made it to be theirs, and then now they have made it to be like this. I also, I'm not happy with the Kasa's mom, because as a mother also, okay, we know your daughter is sick, but sometimes you have to be strong. If it is the document they want, give them the document. Let the money be released. So what are you hiding? Is there anything we don't understand? Is there anything because now people have to, now we don't know, especially me, I don't understand. Because people have been saying Kasa is being seen in Nairobi, Kasa is being seen where? So where is she? The other time Kunku Fanta checked and she was not in that hospital. But we know the branches are many, so maybe she was in another branch. What is it that you are hiding? What is it that these people are trying to hide? Because this is the reason. There's something which it is being hidden. That is how I see it. There's something which is being hidden. That is why the documents, they're not giving the documents out, because I don't see the reason why the American uncle should not have a document. This man might be in problem because now you are not giving him documents to release the money. That money, how is he going to be refunded back? Even maybe to take it back, the bank is holding the money. How is it? How is this money going to be refunded to the owner? I don't know. Maybe it is possible, but now, if it cannot be released to the hospital, will it be released? Will it be funded to the owners? That one I can't tell, because why would a mother? Let me just dwell here. Why would a mother? Refused to turn up when her daughter, people are contributing to her daughter. Leave alone maybe someone who is far. Here where we are here. When you have a sick person in the hospital, we have this issue of Arambe. People sit in Arambe. Somebody is very sick. You have a very sick person in the hospital, but when the big day, like a grand, like today, you show up in person. You have to show up for people to see you. People, because the other people will come, people who don't know you, but you being there, also there is that sympathy, whatever contribution. So you showing up shows that seriousness, shows that this thing, you need this thing. But if you are dodging, you don't want, the other time you never appeared, this time also you are, it is not a good show. Because this one makes people think maybe things are not the way you are saying them. Why would you not show up? Why don't you give documents to Jamaican uncle and this thing be done for? So I never liked that part. And now this part of this, now sending the auntie, Casa's auntie. And then when she came, she also came like someone who is charged already. Not even listening, just talking how mad they are, how the people are talking bad. And in social media, people are paying their money, people are contributing their money. So there's always room for talk. You don't just maybe defend or put barrier to yourself. Okay, we are in this world, and then you understand people have different opinions. So you don't just come charge like that, and you need this money. If you wanted to be private, as now it is becoming now, all this thing of fundraising would not have been there. Then maybe you would have told these people in the beginning, we don't want it. We don't want the fundraising, but coming now, after people have been waiting for you, this thing have gone this far, and then it's now when you are coming, you are saying you don't want this money. What is it that is these people are hiding? Me, that is what I'm wondering, because why would you hide? Huh? In this world, we come and we go. So you have a sick person, yes, people will pray for you. People have been praying. We've been praying for her. But we also want her to get out of the hospital, the bill to be paid. Why can't you be strong just for one day? All these times you persevered. You can't just appear for one day, because this lady feared the questions which people are going to ask her. Let's just be honest. People have harmed themselves with questions, because people would have asked her how, where, which hospital. Eh? Yes, all these things, because you have to ask. What is wrong with asking questions? Why? Because the moment you dodge, now people calculate whatever they have been thinking in their head. So I never like that part, and that makes me have a question, a big question. What is happening? Which hospital? Is she in the hospital? That is what my question is. Because if she's in the hospital, why deny Uncle Jamaican document? Why? Was there an invoice? You see? Because the one which she gave out was just like maybe a refund, which means I don't understand. This one, no. What they have done, it is not right. And Mura Senso canceling this is as if it was his, becoming very hungry. You found this GoFundMe running, and then you took it over. Now you are pulling it down. You can see how Mura Senso is. Hmm? You can see how Mura Senso have been cursing people here. And our God cannot allow that to happen. This was to show Mura Senso he has no powers over people or God, because if he can tell children of God not to go to church on this day because there's a fundraising, and he made people be there, wait for him like 2.5 hours, at least he would have let people go to church and then come back. But he said, do not go to church, do not take money, tithe or offering to church. Look at what you've done to your people, because this is how God works. I'm not saying God never wanted this contribution to be done, but God can make you maybe realize who is who now. Kassan is the child of God. All these people, they are children of God. But when we are doing our things, let me just put it there strongly. When we are doing our things here on earth, we have to respect God. We have to respect God in anything we are doing. We should not just sit because now you have big audience, you can just talk about the name of God the way you want. You cannot. You talk at your own risk. Because I see all this has happened because of Mura Senso. That is what the things which Mura Senso said, the command which he gave, don't go to church and don't take offering to God. Just bring it here. You see, that is what has happened now. Mura made this thing to be like this. But I wish Castor well. Next time, Mura Senso should check this family. Sometimes they can ruin things which were supposed to be okay, because they took it over. It would have gone slowly without all these wrangles. But they brought all these wrangles, cursing people, praying bad to people, God to see people. You see such kind of things. Which God is that? Which God is that? And then he expected maybe things to go the way he thinks. No. God can show you something. Okay, we need this money. Yes, we need this money. But still, don't ever use the name of God because you want to please people. You are strong. You think you can do things the way you. I didn't like that part. I didn't like now the issue of stopping the GoFundMe. But anyway, the family also, they have misbehaved in this issue of Castor. They have let Castor down, the family. Castor is lying in the hospital bed. The mother is not doing as he's supposed to. Unless maybe there's something which I don't understand. Because if it was just something maybe free like that, there are invoices, hospital, this is the hospital, these are the invoices. Okay, it would have been very easy. Take it to the Jamaican uncle. Okay, then the Jamaican uncle make the money to be released. That one is also hard. To a mother who wants her child to leave hospital, you can't give the documents out there. What is this? So that is how I see it. Me, according to me, there's something fishy. There's something big fishy which is happening there. Whether I'm lying, there is a comment section there. That is how I feel. You have your opinion. You can put your opinion, but I don't see the reason why a mother whose child is in the hospital and you need some support here. People are ready. People have supported you. Giving them a document is a problem. You just send your sister to come, maybe coming hungry like this. Whom are you fighting? No one. We know, yes, internet people can talk like, but get what you get, then you get away. These things will not stick on you. Even the things which people are saying will not stick on you. You want your child to get healed. Give them the document. Let them help you in this. And then when Kasa will be well, she will come and maybe defend herself. But the mother was supposed to come here. Maybe it's not a mother that she was supposed to answer all the questions, but she ran away from the questions. She never wanted to. She never wanted to answer this question because they would have been tough on her. Maybe there are things which she's not telling the truth. Maybe there are things which she's not saying. Maybe there are things which she's made up. You can't tell. That is why she didn't come here. It's not about maybe charging. Where did your sister charge the phone? Where did your sister charge the phone? You can't tell me charging phone can take you like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and then you don't come. This is something which you knew you were to come and maybe be here, but it is a decision which they have made. Now they don't want that money, and we see what is going to happen. Even Jamaican uncle also, because we say Jamaican uncle, these people will put you into problem. You are given things with these Nyabohanse people. Mura Senso family. They tell you this, you just take it like that without even checking. You are someone who knows. Maybe you don't know. But sensitive things like that, things to do with money, someone don't just maybe approach you, just take it like that, and then you start without document. Without document, you just go into it like that. And you did you not maybe read the rules on of GoFundMe? Because before you open, you would have checked and then see what are the requirements. Check before you open, not just opening things which might bring you problem. Look at now, you've been cursing people. Look, these people, the things which we've been saying here, and then they are cursing us. We've been saying we need transparency. Also, Mura said now that transparency is needed. We said we need the documents are required. Now Jamaican uncle is also coming here saying documents are required because he was not given document. So where did the reactors go wrong? Where? We've just been teaching you what to do. We are just highlighting things which you don't know. But when we tell you, you think like we are haters. God should strike us. You see, and the sickness should go up to us. You see things like that. So next time, Mura says, so before you do anything, dwell on your issues. We know you have so many problems. But if maybe you had a hand in this, maybe you wanted something in this, please, next time behave yourself, because the reason why I'm saying this, there was no need of maybe stopping these people who had already come with their money. They would have just contributed. But still, contribute to where? Because they are not giving a document also. Anyway, this thing is complicated. That is how I understand it. What I see here, I smell, I smell a rat, because why are the documents not being given to Jamaican uncle? Which hospital is that? Where are the invoices? Where is the hospital bill? That is the thing. Otherwise, thank you so much. I wish Casa well until the days maybe when God's time, she will come and maybe say hi and thank people who have been here. May God be with you all, and maybe God protect Casa. Thank you, and God be with you. Bye bye.